God's next step for your life. And every time we get together, we want to celebrate that. And so after the service today, we have a special group called our First Step group that you are invited to. And this guy over here, Tony, is going to be leading us. And I just asked him to share a little bit about what he's been through and also kind of introduce our subject that we're talking about today, of this idea of things aren't always okay, and that's okay. So, Tony, thanks so much for sharing with us.
Hello? Is it on? Is it on, Chris? Okay. All right, thanks. Again, my name is Tony. I think everyone in this audience probably knows me. But anyway, yeah, Kevin asked me to come up here and speak just a moment here today. And I guess I'm going to be leading the small group that meets after church. And anyone who might have some questions about faith or just new to the church or anything like that, new to faith or not new to faith, frankly, that's cool too. Like, I sometimes wonder if I'm new to faith, but no. Long story short, I grew up in a non-Christian home, so I did not have any background really in Christianity. I met someone early on in college who was a Christian, and I kind of was like, oh, this is cool. And I got to know God, and really, I'm a researcher big time. So I research things to death and really just analyze everything. And a big picture person, I might be a nerd that way. I don't really know. I don't know. But anyway, and I ended up going to Bible college for some time. I did my undergrad in business, and then I went to Bible college, did a lot of classes, and but then was like, oh, this probably isn't totally for me. But so now I'm working automotive, something completely different. But anyway, so I have a kind of a background, but make a long story short, I've been a Christian now for, how old am I, 35, like 15 years, 16? But I felt in my life I've struggled, I totally dig and all about like Jesus, and I say I love researching, and I love actually finding out about the Bible, and I'm really into that. But just from past experiences, sometimes I thought I didn't really care for Christians that much a lot of times. I do have Christian friends who are really cool, but sometimes I just don't like Christians as much, or people that, I shouldn't say that, people that are just, oh, I'm going to follow the church guidelines, rule from rule, and I just never really felt like I fit in to that. I've been around people we believe in God, so we're not going to watch R-rated movies or something like that, or we're not going to go see a comedy show because this guy is vulgar or whatever. I just never was really, I'm not saying that, whatever. You can live your life, but I just had a really hard time fitting into that, I think. I just had questions about how church has been run, why we do certain things that we do in America. I guess that was a big thing. I'm just a person that likes to dig deeper. I'm not a follower at all. I've never been. I just like to figure out for myself why I should do something. I can't just be oh, Kevin's okay, we're gonna do it this way. I just don't function that way. I have to maybe research it myself or experience it myself. It's oh, okay, maybe that is the right way to do something, or that's just who I am, and that's probably not good, but oh well. But anyway, if you would like me and learn more about God and maybe in an authentic way, or just hang out with me, I'm cool. I really like people, and I like meeting new people. So yeah, come by and maybe we can research stuff together, and I'm sure I won't know all the answers. I do have some form of background in it, but I can certainly research it, like I said. I definitely do that. So maybe we'll find it together.